Saturday Night Live from the Apex in Las Vegas. It's UFC 279 featuring a main event featuring Nate Diaz and Khamzat Chimaev. Let's break it down. Nate Diaz is 37 years old. He's 6 foot tall with his 76-inch reach and a record of 20-13 with 5 knockouts and 11 submissions. From Stockton, California, he began training in martial arts with his older brother Nick at the age of 11, eventually becoming a third-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu under the tutelage of Cesar Gracie. He made his professional debut in October of 2004, winning by a third-round triangle choke, and went 5-2 over the next 2 years before joining the cast of Ultimate Fighter Season 5, where he defeated the likes of Emerson and Gray Maynard before beating Manny Gamburyan by second-round TKO in the finals to earn his UFC contract. He then won his next 4 fights, 3 by submission, before losing his first fight for the promotion when he dropped a hard-fought decision to UFC mainstay Clay Guida. He then lost 4 of his next 7, including losses to Joe Stevenson and Gray Maynard, before bouncing back with a first-round armbar submission of Takanori Gomi in 2011. He followed that up with an impressive win over Cowboy Cerrone and a second-round guillotine choke of Jim Miller before going on another 2-fight skid, losing via unanimous decision to Benson Henderson and suffering a head kick knockout to Josh Thompson in April of 2013. He came back 7 months later, earning the knockout of the night with a wild TKO over old rival Gray Maynard, but before being removed from the lightweight rankings due to inactivity, he returned over a year later, missing weight and forfeiting 20% of his purse before dropping a lopsided unanimous decision to Rafael Dos Anjos. After taking off another year, he returned, beating Michael Johnson by unanimous decision, and 4 months later faced UFC superstar Conor McGregor on 11 days' notice at welterweight, since he didn't have enough time to cut weight, earning both the fight of the night and performance of the night when he scored a second-round rear-naked choke submission. The pair rematched 5 months later, engaging in the classic back-and-forth slugfest, with McGregor winning by decision, and then Diaz went on a 3-year hiatus, not returning to the octagon until August of 2019 when he scored a dominant decision over Anthony Pettis. 3 months later, he took part in the main event against top welterweight contender Jorge Masvidal for the novelty BMF belt. However, after being dominated for the first 3 rounds, the fight was stopped in between rounds when the ringside doctor determined that the cut over Diaz's right eye was too bad to let him continue. After another 1.5-year layoff, he returned against future welterweight champion Leon Edwards, taking a hellacious beating for the vast majority of the fight en route to a wide unanimous decision loss. An elite-level Brazilian Jiu Jitsu practitioner, Diaz is renowned for his durability and likes to overwhelm his opponents with volume, landing at a rate of 4.5 strikes per minute. Khamzat Chimaev is 28 years old. He's 6'2" with a 75-inch reach and a record of 11-0 with 6 knockouts and 4 submissions. From Chechnya, Russia, he began training in freestyle wrestling at the age of 5, winning a bronze medal in the Russian National Championships before emigrating to Sweden at the age of 18, going on to win gold medals in the Swedish National Championships before switching to MMA in 2017. After a brief amateur career, returned pro in 2018 with a second-round knockout, went 6-0 all by stoppage, including an impressive uppercut knockout of Ikram Aliskerov before making his UFC debut in July of 2020 with a Darce choke of John Phillips to also win his first performance of the night bonus. He then broke the record for the quickest turnaround when just 10 days later he defeated Rhys McKee by first-round knockout, and 2 months later knocked out Gerald Mearshar in 17 seconds with a thunderous right cross, setting the record for the fastest 3-fight winning streak at 66 days. A bout with Leon Edwards was scheduled for December 2020. However, in late November, both men contracted COVID-19, and the fight was subsequently postponed 3 times, with Chimaev suffering from devastating lingering effects of the virus. He briefly contemplated retirement before being dissuaded by UFC President Dana White, returning in October of 2021 with an impressive first-round rear-naked choke of Li Jingliang. On April 9, 2022, he took on number 2 welterweight contender Gilbert Burns, but despite being a sizable favorite and having a huge opening round, he found himself pushed to the limit, engaging in an epic back-and-forth brawl en route to a close unanimous decision victory. A heavy-handed pressure fighter, Chimaev intelligently uses his powerful striking to control the pace and keep his opponents at distance, landing at a rate of almost 8 strikes per minute, and possesses some of the best wrestling skills in the game, boasting an impressive 100% takedown defense. Can the world-famous durability and vast experience of Diaz cause problems for Chimaev? Or will Boers put on another dominant performance as he continues his meteoric rise to the top of the division? Tune in Saturday night to UFC Fight Night, Diaz versus Chimaev, and let's find out.